My name is Luther Perry, and me and my team, we're responsible. We contract with the state of Louisiana to promote traffic safety throughout the state of Louisiana. One of the ways we help do that is we create what we call our Impaired Driving Diversity Forums, where we invite all of the entities in the community to come and join and stand like a solid wall to talk about how traffic safety impacts particularly the African American community, who seems to always be overrepresented in terms of numbers. And so we'll let them speak here on that behalf, and then we're going to enter right into our diversity forum. And I think you'll find that the information that we give you, you can take back to wherever your responsibility area is and help us do the job of saving lives, okay? Without further ado, I'd like to have the pastor come of the house to welcome us to his house and speak briefly about traffic.
Good morning to you. We're excited this morning. I've had an opportunity to meet some great friends already, and I'm all about opportunities for enhancing ministry. And just in our talking this morning, we found some real nuggets. And so we're grateful that you are here this morning. We're excited about the potential for what we're going to hear and be able to exercise those things that's going to better us as a community. So thank you all so much for being here. And let me say welcome to you. And if you need any access to restrooms, they are both right here on your left, men, women. And so just let's enjoy ourselves and let's take in all that I believe we're going to be blessed to receive. God bless you.
Oh, please sit down. Does that mean I'm going to speak a long time? Good morning, everyone. I'm Lisa Freeman. I'm the governor's representative for highway safety in the state and the executive director of the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. And we have the pleasure of working with Mr. Luther and his team, who happen to be his family. That's the best kind of team that you have. And you know, what Pastor Reese just said is that you meet people and they're already your friends, and hopefully your family soon to be. So there's a saying that the ultimate act of faith is planting a garden. I've heard that. Because when you plant something in the ground, you don't necessarily know when it's going to come up, right? Or if it's even going to come up. And so just that act is an act of faith. And so when we come into communities to plant seeds, it is an act of faith that we know something amazing will grow. And I am just so gratified to have the number of people and the energy of the people in this room that I know whatever that crop is going to be that we're going to be harvesting down the road with you, Mr. Luther, as our chief gardener. We're just so blessed to be here today and to have these conversations. So thank you for allowing us to come to Bossier and to really move the needle in the right direction for all Louisianans, but especially those who are overrepresented, you know, as fatalities, as lost souls at the dinner table, around the Christmas tree. You know, there's a lot of sobering and you know, serious aspect to the conversations that we're going to have. So we'll enjoy it, but hopefully we will commit to some serious and purposeful plans. So thank you. I'm putting it out there. We can claim it right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the invitation. On behalf of the Mayor of the City of Shreveport, Mayor Tom Arsenault, again, I thank you for, and the men and women of the Shreveport Fire Department, thank you for allowing us to be a participant here today. Probably for about the last, I don't know, 6-7 years, I was part of that commission, a coalition of public safety entities that would look into a lot of what was taking place in our communities when it came to impaired driving and everything else. One of the most important things is education, the access they have to that information on how to be safe drivers. I have a 16-year-old that I'm terrified to death that is about to get on the road. I take her for her roads test on Saturday. But these are the kind of conversations that I have to have with her. And I have to often realize it's not just necessarily a certain one particular community, but when so much time is spent at work, so much time is with parents spending a lot of time working, split split homes. A lot of that education does not take place with those kids. It's people like you that are highly concerned with what goes on our roads and in our communities. That education actually comes from you. When we talk about a village, we all grew up on that. It takes a village to raise a child. We appreciate you for being that village. Again, thank you. If there's anything the Shreveport Fire Department can do for you, answer any questions, feel free to give us a call at any time. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Donzell Hughes. I'm the pastor of the St. Elizabeth Baptist Church in the big city of Grand Cane. And I'm also the president of our Bossier City Parish branch NAACP. And of course, when Mr. Luther asked, he sent an email and asked me to say something. I didn't know exactly what to say. But I did what the young people do, is Google everything. So I Googled impaired driving and things of that nature, and then I said, okay, I know exactly what he means now. And it's just simply four things. The first thing is what causes impaired driving is, of course, alcohol, drugs, medication, and distractions. And then as I kept reading, I kind of came to the fact that a lot of the impaired driving it can be prevented. A lot of the accidents can be prevented. And I'm hoping that as of today and what Mr. Luther is doing and what others are doing around this state, we can help continue to train and teach our, not just young people, but adults about not to drive impaired. You know, the alcohol, the drugs, medication, distractions, cell phones, things of that nature. We need to concentrate on the road and help save lives. Thank you.
Good morning. I did not realize I was going to have to give a speech today, but I'm just very humbled to be here amongst y'all. But my name is Mickey Mondello. I'm with Troop G, and as you know, one of our main priorities at Troop G is saving lives. And one of the things that we do through traffic enforcement is to prevent fatalities on the highways by apprehending DWI offenders. So I've been with the state police approximately 28 years, and one of the most difficult things that I've had to do later in my career is go to a family and tell them that they've lost a loved one. And it wears on you. And it's one of the things that it impacts everyone. So to avoid that, what we want to do, we want to create programs to apprehend DWI offenders that are possibly causing these crashes. And a lot of our crashes that we work are DWI related. So my job at Troop G is to create programs to enforce our DWI laws. So we do that through traffic enforcement. We go throughout the Troop G area and do initiatives to apprehend those violators. So education is very important. We work hand in hand with the fire department, and our local agencies here in our area are very good at putting programs together to counteract these crashes that we're having. And so what I want to just reiterate about what we're doing is we're out there, and traffic enforcement is one of the most important things that we can do to combat the DWI drivers out there on our highways. So again, saving lives is what we do. We work the crashes that occur. We do traffic enforcement programs to prevent it. And then we're out there, writing those tickets and doing these special details to combat it. So if anybody has any questions about anything, I'll be here to answer them, but thank you for having me here today.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Shelly Barrett, and I represent the Northwest Louisiana Transportation Safety Coalition, and I am honored today to show my Louisiana Highway Safety Commission friends my hometown and my parish, Bossier Parish, because we talk a lot about what's happening in Northwest Louisiana, and great things are happening here. We have an excellent school system. We've got an excellent transportation department. We care about our families and our kids, and educating our citizens on what not to do is very important. We want our transportation to be safe. We want all of our citizens to be safe, and that's what we strive to. So about 20 years ago, the Department of Transportation administration decided to form these safety coalitions and partner them with state police and the Department of Transportation to come up with educational strategies. And that's what we're here today to do as part of a community effort. And I look forward to helping in any way I can. Thank you.
So as you can see, we have a wide variety of people who are in the business to promote traffic safety. I want to take the opportunity just to tell you a little bit about me and then introduce my staff, okay? So I started my career, police career, in the city of Fort Worth, Texas. I spent 26 years with the Fort Worth Police Department. And then I had the craziest idea that I wanted to get into politics, so I ran for sheriff back in 2000. And well, I didn't get elected, obviously, but I generated a lot of interest. I got almost 300,000 votes. Now that will elect most people to anything, but it didn't in Tarrant County. That's the second largest county in the United States, and so it covered about 48 municipalities at the time. But I listened to God. He said, wait a minute, we got something else for you to do. So when I retired, I ended up becoming the Regional Outreach Director for the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration. And I served there in that capacity. I was over 5 states. So we promoted traffic safety, and I was responsible for doing outreach in 5 different states. And so we did that. I worked with 23 HBCUs within that region. And then I met myself coming from the airport, and I said, you know, I don't think I need to work that hard anymore. And so I decided to continue to work and do work for one single state because I have a passion for Louisiana. One, because we come all the time. For 17 years, I did a press event surrounding the Bayou Classic, promoting traffic safety. Made a lot of inroads. But more important, we developed relationships that we could give information to. Our community starves for information. The reason why we don't react or favorably support a lot of things because we don't know enough about it. So it's our job. It's our job, everybody in this room, to help save lives. And so then I started doing contract work for the state of Louisiana. My contract manager is Shanita. That's who I confer with on a daily basis or a weekly basis. I work her to death about this, that, and the other. And we have other members from the Highway Safety Office, Terry Schultz, who's responsible for dealing with a lot of law enforcement. And so I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to continue to save lives. To my extreme left, Anitra Perry, that's my wife, and we've been married 34 years, it's coming up 35.
Get it right.
Well, if I don't get it right, what's going to happen is that she'll say, well, you're getting old. So that's, I can forget some things. Right to my left also is Harold Smith. That's my brother-in-law. And so he comes and helps us. He's not on contract, but he's part of the family, so we put him to work. And so, since I drive most of the time, he can ride, and it don't cost him nothing. So he doesn't mind. This is his first time in Shreveport, Bossier area, so we had a great time over at Ralph and Cuckoo's yesterday. To the back on my right is my sister-in-law, and Joanne Smith. And ironically enough, they used to be married.
What you say?
And they divorced, and now they reconnected. How beautiful. Both of them lost their significant others, and the Spirit of God put them back together. Isn't that great? Yeah. I thank them, and just a little background on them. My wife is a retired school principal, so Harold was in the banking business. That's really why I brought him on board, because if I run a little short, he knows all the accesses to getting some more money. And my sister-in-law was a diagnostician for the Fort Worth ISD, and so not only are they're real professional, they try to keep me in order. So that's our team. We're here for a purpose, and we're gonna get started here in just a second. We'll take a brief break. We'll come back at about 10 10:40. Feel free to embark on some of these treats up here. Take them to your table if you want. We're going to have a loose affair. We're going to learn, and we're going to become activists in our community, okay? Thank you so much for coming and sharing. I know time is valuable. You can never recover that. And so we're so proud that you've taken time out of your day. And some of y'all were forced to be here, Ms. Blackshire, and I understand. We have a person like her in every community, and we're so thankful for that.
Yes.
Thank you for what you do. So let's take a break. We'll come back about 10:40, and we're going to be on time. We're going to move forward. I promise you, you'll be out of here before 12. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.